Will Woods here with Timberwood Scale Models, a channel which I've dedicated to the art of plastic scale modeling. Um, and what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at something that I purchased recently. And I was able to find it actually on Sprue Brothers Models website. So in the excitement, and the excitement for me is right here. And that would go with the fact that it is uh, Douglas Bader's Spitfire Mk.IIa. So he's a wing commander, and he's still got the logo from 242 Squadron right here, kicking Hitler's butt. So that's what really excited me about this kit. Uncontrollable excitement. I just finished putting together his Douglas Bader's Hurricane, which was an Airfix 148 scale. I had the decals for the DB, Douglas Bader's aircraft. So in the excitement, I just pulled the trigger and went for it. So it's a weekend edition, which means that there are no extras in it, no photo etch, and no masking. So what I did do was I was able to purchase the masking set from Sprue Brothers. So I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown of the kit itself, how much it cost me Canadian. So I ordered it on April 5th of this year, 2025. 17 days later, it arrived here April 22nd, 2025. What I ordered was the kit itself, which is the weekend edition, but I also did the mask, the Eduard mask. So US dollars, the kit itself cost me $33.49 US dollars. The masking set cost me $9.99. It's from Eduard. And there's a one-time route package protection. Not sure what that's all about. Some sort of a digital item. That was $1.55 US. So subtotal came out to $43.03 US dollars. Shipping $19.32, no tax. So altogether in US denominations, it was $64.35. Tack on the extra for the US, I paid $95.60 Canadian for this kit. But like I said, I was super excited. I didn't know what to do with myself. I saw this and I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab it. So I did. End of story. So it's a weekend edition. And what we have going on here is that was the box top. Here's the box side. And it's got the different aircraft that you can put together here, the four. And it also goes on to say that it's a Mark IIa, 148 scale, and the kit number is 84206. And there she be. So what I'm going to do is just briefly go through. This is new to me. I have not opened this up at all. And I've had it for a couple of days, which is pretty good for me. So I do want to keep them in their sheets for now. I'll probably get working on it right away. Pretty darn quick, I would think. Just the excitement. Mind you, the problem now is going to be that it's spring. So I'll be messing around in the yard, doing all those kinds of fun things. I'm not sure what, it's hard to find it on the sheet here or on the kit itself, what number that is, what letter it is. So I'm going to take a look. That happens to be J. So it's the wings, bottom and top. They look really nice, typical for Eduard. I've put one of these together, Mark 1, the few. So there was 2 kits that came with that. I'm working on the second one. I just started it and get sidetracked. But here's some really nice detail on the wings. So that's J. Then we're going to move on to the next sprue, which is the fuselage parts. And it looks like this is C. Again, this is looking super nice. Lots of nice detail there. I'm liking what I see. Some super nice detail along the fuselage. Everything looks great, as per Eduard. And the one with the propeller is S. There's no rhyme or reason, it appears, but everything looks great. There's a bunch, so the one I'm probably going to be using will be this one. So there's, when we go through the instructions, it'll show you, obviously there's 2 hubs. So we'll be doing those. Lots of nice detail on the inside. I'm impressed. So that's the one. And I'm just going to quickly put it back. So I don't know if you guys out there in the world get excited about kits. But I sometimes, there's some that I really get excited about. Douglas batter happens to be one of them. I'm so grateful I was able to get that Spitfire, the story, The Few, because in that one there's Douglas batter's Spitfire Mark 1, and it had a figure of Douglas batter. So that was really cool. The figure I put together for that, I was really, really super impressed with that. It worked out great. It's even got the lean, you know, because he was legless. He had a stance that was a little different. So that's impressive. So the other bag that I've got to open up is going to be I don't know how some guys on some of these channels just seem to zip through and open them up with bang boom. But here's the other one. So we're taking a look at a single prop. So this is R. And again, look at the detail. Just some great stuff here. Now this isn't going to have, there's a little few parts here that are getting a little, it might be one of the guns, getting a little loose. But other than that, it looks great. And here is flaps and traps. So this would be sprue P. Again, look at the detail. It's just great. I'm hoping to get a little closer here. I think that, I mean, it goes without saying, it's an Eduard kit. You could say the same for a lot of the Mk.IIa kits, but it looks great. So I think, I'm pretty darn sure, this is going to be doing Douglas batter a lot of justice. Good stuff. This will bring, once I finish this one up, bring it up to a total of 3 of his aircraft that I would have built. 2 Spitfires and a Hurricane. Oh, see, dumped a piece already. So I'm going to have to be super careful with that and put it back in to the bag. That's what I was worried about. Sometimes you get taking pieces out. Normally what I'll end up doing is these will go into one of my hopefully fits plastic boxes, and I don't have to worry about losing pieces. So the other thing that we take a look at is going to be the canopy, which is, I wish all of the bags were like this because it makes it much easier to work with. But here's the canopy. Oh my, obviously some really nice work. Really super clear, nice detail, crisp, excellent, and so much easier to put back into the bag. The decals look great. I'm not going to take them out. I have taken them out once, but they're not as thick as they usually are. With the Spitfire Mark I that I did, they were a little thick. So the instructions, it's a great deal. Looking good. Some really good information about the Spitfire itself, delusions, propellers, arming, the kit, and then we move into the instructions, which are, Eduard, pretty straightforward. The colors, they give you them in aqueous, I think it is called, and Mr. Color. So I have to be doing some converting for me to Tamiya. So you start, obviously, like for usual, with the interior. Move along. There is some detail, I guess, with decals. You can add that in. Keep putting her together. There's going to be a lot of parts left over, and a lot of decals left over, which always comes in handy because you never know somewhere down the road where you end up needing an extra decal somewhere. So this is the one that I'll be doing. Wing Commander, actually, is what it is. Douglas R.S. Bader, Commanding Officer of Tangier Wing, RAF Tangier, United Kingdom, March to July of 41. And there's also one flown by Brian Lane here. Moving on to James O'Meara, Adolph G. Malan, I should say. Just some really nice deals. All the stencils and some more stuff coming up. And I know in June, go figure, they're going to be doing another kit of Douglas Batters. So here's the Mark II Eduard masking set that I bought for the Spitfire Mark II that I'll be using. So that's my review of this kit that I am insanely looking forward to doing. And I will keep you posted once I get started on that. It's been a slice. So it's in closing, this is Will Woods with Timber Wood Scale Models. If you have enjoyed, please give a thumbs up, hit the notification bell for updates, and subscribe to the channel. Why not? It's free. I hope you have many great plastic modeling sessions. Thank you.